Okay, let's get started. So, took a break last night. Just wanted Friday night to sit back for a while. So today we are playing Metal Gear. Or Metal Gear Solid, because we finished Metal Gear 2 Thursday night. And oh god, they were such fun games. It was good. Yeah, just a bit. This is the first Metal Gear game that I ever played. And I actually played it at a mate's place. He had a PlayStation 1 demo disc. PlayStation 1 demo disc, and it contained this game, I think like Siphon Filter, a few others. And I didn't really play the story, I just enjoyed the graphics and just running around. Well, I did play the game a little bit, but I didn't catch a lot of the story, so yeah. So this is going to be a long playthrough. As in, I'm going to let the audio play, I'm going to let the cutscenes play, because it's been...
The nuclear weapons disposal facility on Shadow Moses Island in Alaska's Fox Archipelago was attacked and captured by next
just so we can catch the whole experience, because I haven't played this game all the way through in 10 years, probably more.
They're demanding that the government turn over the remains of Big Boss. And they say that if their demands are not met within 24 hours, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
I'm surprised that there are remains of Big Boss, because I torched him pretty damn good.
First, you're to rescue DARPA Chief Donald Anderson and the president of Armstech, Kenneth Baker. Both are being held as hostages.
Fuck it up.
Second,
My boy Kenny, you've been held
to
hostage.
investigate
Fuck
whether
it up,
or not
Kenny.
the
Fuck it
terrorists
up.
have the ability to make a nuclear strike, and stop them if they do.
They kind of do.
What's the insertion method?
We'll approach the disposal facility by sub.
And then?
We'll launch a one-man SDV. After the SDV gets as close as it can,
Putting you in the
dispose
butt,
of it.
yeah.
From there on, you'll have to swim.
Not a suppository. We can go. Bounce into the... Hey, it's Jeff Bezos's...
High-tech Special Forces Unit Foxhound.
his rocket.
Your
Blue
former
Origin.
unit, and one that I was a commander of.
So they're still around.
There are 6 members of Foxhound involved in this terrorist activity. Psycho Mattis, with his powerful psychic abilities. Sniper Wolf, the beautiful and deadly sharpshooter. Decoy Octopus, master of disguise. Vulcan Raven, giant and shaman. And Revolver Ocelot, specialist in interrogation and a formidable gunfighter. And finally, in charge of them, Foxhound squad leader, Liquid Snake.
Liquid Snake.
The man with the same codename as you. The nuclear weapons disposal facility covers the whole island. I'll instruct you by codec after you reach your target.
Kind of cool that they,
As usual,
spoiler
this
alert,
is a
come back to
one-man
this in
infiltration mission.
Metal Gear Solid 4.
Weapons and equipment
Kind of
are
nice to see it in
Yes,
high def.
this is a top secret black op. Don't expect any official support.
Now, also, I don't remember if there is a high-definition remastered version of this game. Absolutely, definitely is for Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, because I've got them here. But I have a funny feeling that, like, in Europe or America or maybe Japan, they got a different set of games to us. So instead of getting Metal Gear Solid 2 Sons of Liberty, 3 Snake Eater, and Peace Walker on this handy dandy one disc, which I can't even work out. Okay. I'd make her shit prices right, girl. Tell you what. I think they might have got 1, 2, and 3 rather than 2, 3, and Peace Walker. I'm not quite sure, but fine. So, let's go normal. Oops. Oh, that's right, it's circle. Hey, more. I think that's... I just realised that the font that I'm using for my chat box is absolute garbage. It's supposed to be the Metal Gear font, but it is not. Well, it is, but it still looks like garbage and tiny. It's the same font as the Wii. The menu's on the Wii, actually.
Stay alert.
This is
I know it. I'm going to swat down a couple of bothersome flies.
yeah, that's fine. That's okay. That looks better. Yeah, I've got the VODs as well. Option that in there if you like it. Who was the voice of Liquid?
This is Snake.
Yeah, true.
Colonel, can you hear me?
Loud and clear. What's the situation, Snake?
Looks like the elevator in the back is the only way up.
Just as I expected. You'll have to take the elevator to the surface. But make sure nobody sees you. If you need to, contact me by codec. The frequency is 140.85. When you want to use the codec, push the select button. When we need to contact you, the codec will beep. When you hear that noise, press the select button. The codec's receiver directly stimulates the small bones of your ear. No one but you will be able to hear
I
it.
don't know whether that technology was actually available at
I'm
the
ready
time.
to go.
Back in 1995 when this game was released. But, it was... well, it's an actual thing now, so... kind of weird playing this game without analog sticks, because it's... like, Sony really missed out on a big opportunity to include analog sticks with their PS1 Classic. See if I can remember. Damn it. Oh, 2 seconds in and we're... oh, didn't want to go in there. Love how he doesn't swim, he just somehow runs along the bottom. You missed out on a golden opportunity because there's some really good games like Ape Escape. There we go. It's taking a little bit to get used to these controls. Russian. We start off with our cigs. At least in this one, cigarettes are bad for your health. No guns. Procurement on site. Colonel, what's going on?
Snake, there's an elevator there you can take up to the ground.
That's what I said.
You'll just have to wait for the elevator to come down. You better hide somewhere.
Here we go. I think this is the one bit of the speed run where they can't really do a whole lot to skip this bit. Good thing we're not going for a pacifist run, eh? But I mean, is it really death if they just fade out? For all we know, they could respawn somewhere else. Colour. Absolute dream team of people. It's, okay. It really gave rise to genres of games where stories are the focus, not just, you know, Crash Bandicoot, get through levels, get to the end, defeat whatever his name was, Cortex, and then save the day. This was, as I said in my little Discord description, a geopolitical, philosophical shit about war and the nature of man and other very, very high level concepts that I don't understand. With blocky graphics. But at least I'm playing with HDMI.
It's Snake. I'm in front of the disposal facility.
Excellent, Snake. Age hasn't slowed you down one bit.
How's that sneaking suit working out?
I'm nice and dry, but it's a little hard to move.
Bear with it. It's designed to prevent hypothermia. This is Alaska, you know.
Take it easy, I'm grateful. If it weren't for your suit and your shot, I would have turned into a popsicle out there.
An anti-freezing peptide, Snake. All of the genome soldiers in this exercise are using it.
I see. I'm relieved to hear that. Already tested, huh?
I mean,
By the way, how's the
tested
diversionary
both their
operation
soldiers, so
going?
how much of a shit could
Two
they actually give?
F-16s just took off from Galena and are headed your way. The terrorist radar should have already picked them up.
Behind D. Colonel,
What's a gunship?
what's a Russian gunship doing here?
I have no
See the
idea.
Rangers
But it
erase
looks
some of
like
the
our
lines
little
to my memory.
diversion got their attention. Now's your best chance to slip in unnoticed.
I don't know, it's like how safe is it to take off in weather like that? I think it's snowing, but I don't know. A slight breeze. Might be alright.
There are only 18 hours left until their deadline. You've got to hurry.
Up at all 24.
Wow, you must be crazy to fly
Although-
behind in this kind of
Oh,
weather.
there you go.
Who's that?
Oh, sorry. I haven't introduced you to yet. This is Mei Ling.
Mei Ling.
She was assigned to us as our visual and data processing specialist. She designed your codec, as well as your Soliton
Oh,
radar
not
system.
bad.
Contact her if you have any questions about either of them.
Nice to meet you, Snake.
can't believe I get to
It's an
meet the
honor to
famous
speak to a,
Snake.
a living legend like yourself. What's wrong?
Nothing. I just didn't expect a world-class designer of military technology to be so cute.
There you
You're
go.
just flattering
You don't
me.
need to be
No,
hit on
I'm
by the
serious.
penis, and it's Snake.
Well, I know I
Shut
won't
up.
be bored for the next 18 hours.
Come on.
Snake.
I can't believe I'm being hit on by the famous Solid Snake. But I'm surprised. You're very frank for a trained killer.
Looks like we both have a lot
I'm
to
the
learn about
product of
each
my
other.
time, Bailey.
Yeah. I'm looking forward to learning about the man behind the legend. But first,
You don't learn a
let
whole
me
lot.
explain about your Soliton
At
radar
least in this
system.
game.
The bright dot in the middle is you, Snake. The red dots are your enemies, and the blue cone shape represents their field of vision. Be careful, Snake.
The genome soldiers have highly developed senses of hearing and vision due to their gene
That always made me
therapy.
laugh because
Make
look at their
sure
field
you
of vision.
Don't let them see you.
I could
First, I
stand
want
there,
you to
I
infiltrate
don't
the
know,
disposal
fucking twerking
site
at these
and look for
guys
the
from,
DARPA
you know,
chief.
just out of
The DARPA chief was
range,
injected
and they
with the
wouldn't
same
even
GPS
notice.
transmitting nanomachines as you.
He should appear on your radar as a green dot.
Get whatever information you can from him about the terrorists. If he's alive, that is.
Snake, your radar isn't affected by the weather, but if you're discovered by an enemy, you
At
won't
least
be
Metal
able
Gear
to
2
use it.
explained how that
Yes,
worked.
It gets jammed easily, I'm afraid.
Yes, it's all made from currently existing
They
technology.
said that
You won't be able to
when
use
you're
it
in
an
alert
area
mode,
with
your
strong
radar
harmonic
is disabled.
resonance, so be careful.
Yeah, your radar
We'll
is
be monitoring your movements by radar.
disabled
so
because
contact us by
they
codec anytime
have
you want.
Got it.
a way of
I'll
tracking
call if I'm feeling lonely.
your radar when you're in alert
Seriously,
mode,
Snake,
so
we're
they
here to
disable
back
it
you
as
up, so
a
call if you need some
precautionary
information or
measure.
advice.
And that makes a little
I'm
more
also in
sense than
charge of your
I
mission
get
data.
jammed easily, I'm
Contact me
afraid.
if you want me to record your current status. My frequency is 140.96. It's a dedicated frequency for saving data. Don't forget it.
No, I can't remember. Is there
Remember,
a...
except for your binoculars, you're naked.
Hey,
You
man,
need to
I've got
arm
the CDs.
yourself with whatever weapons you can find.
I mean,
I
Siggy's I can,
remember.
you know,
First, I'm strip searched by
Don't sound
Dr.
cut me off,
Naomi
something
here,
like
and then
that, I
all my
don't know.
weapons are taken away. Imagine yourself put in that position.
Well, if you make it back in one piece, maybe I'll let you do a strip search on me.
I'll hold you to that, Doctor. By the way, sorry to disappoint you, but I did manage to smuggle out my smokes.
How did you do that?
In my stomach. Thanks to the shot you gave me that suppressed my stomach acids.
how does that work?
Cigarettes? How are those going to help you?
You never know.
Hey, Karma, how are ya? You're just in time for the start of Metal Gear Solid, the third game in
It's the
the
fastest way, but there's too much risk of being spotted
in the
by
Metal
the enemy.
Gearathon.
I can't just knock on the door and ask them
You
to
ever
let
played
me
this
in.
game before?
There's one sentry on the left and one on the right. They're armed with 5.56ers and
Good
pineapples.
to hear you're doing good. Yeah, I don't remember how many times I played this through, but
What
I
about
was
the
very
air
keen
duct
to
near the door?
play it again.
There should also be a duct on the second floor.
I was saying just before, a friend of mine had a demo of it on one of the old PS1 demo discs, and I
I can't see it from
played it
here.
a little bit and like, oh, this is actually quite fun. I might go and pick it up. I think I got it from, I don't know,
I'll let you
Kmart or
decide the
VW or
best
something
COA.
some years ago,
I'm
and
counting on you,
um,
Snake.
ended up like really enjoying it. So much so that I bought 4, pretty close to release date. But what I never quite got with Snake is he says, you know, this suit makes it hard to move, but yet you can do maneuvers like this. You go around, and works fine. Oops. Yeah, that's that. Oops. Yeah, this is on the PS1 Classic. I was going to just straight up emulate it from my computer, but apparently the emulation is not all that great. So
A surveillance camera?
surveillance camera. Yeah, the emulation wasn't all that great, so I thought, nah, I'll actually go and pick up the official Sony device and play it on that. Apparently it has video issues, like some of the videos don't play. Some of the videos don't play. There's some graphical glitches and stuff like that. Oh, because I didn't Bloody weapon drawn. I don't think there's anything really used to that. Yeah, I don't think there's anything really game breaking about it, but I just wanted to make sure that had the full experience, the experience that I remember on the playing it through the first time on the PS1. Ooh, that's funny. Oh, God, hey, what? I must not have been too careful. There we go. This is going to take a lot of getting used to. Oh, come on. Ah, shit already.
Snake, answer me!
Nah, Snake dead.
Snake!
And I'm fortunate that when it comes to numbers 2 and 3, which are PS2, like, I think PS2 emulations come quite far, and I don't know what it's like emulating Metal Gear Solid 2 and 3, but I've got the HD remaster, which contains 2, 3, and Peace Walker. Peace Walker. So, okay. Keep much of anything. Controls feel so weird. Two is a really good game. There's lots to it.
A surveillance camera?
It got, like, when I played it way back, I probably would have played it when I was a teenager. I actually have to look up, excuse me, I actually have to look up info about, like, I had to read the whole story because I was playing it and they got into a lot of, you know, philosophical stuff and things about this war and that war, and it's the story is a lot more in depth than what you expect out of or what you got out of the first one. So it's, there we go. Yeah, so it's, oh, fuck off, really? Yeah, story was a lot more in depth. More concepts and stuff like that that I didn't understand. And the story of the Patriots and all of that stuff took a playthrough or two in order to...
Snake, this is McDonald Miller. It's been a long time.
Master, what are you doing here?
I quit being a drill instructor, so I moved out here for some peace and quiet. I'm in retirement, just like you.
It's
Once in a while,
the plot
still
twist at
help
the end of this
train the
game
Alaskan Scouts.
is kind
Passing
of
on the
ruined
skills to a new
when
generation, huh?
after you've played
Campbell
Metal
told
Gear
me
2,
about the
because
situation
Miller
here. I thought I might be of
appears
some
in
use.
There's no one I'd rather
number
have in a
2,
foxhole than you.
Metal Gear 2 for the
Well, I
MSX2,
know lots about
and
survival in a harsh environment.
he looks a
I've
whole
lived
lot
in
different.
Alaska longer than you. So call me if you have any
he's-
questions about the flora or fauna
I
out
don't
here.
know,
My frequency is
not Asian, but he looks,
141.80.
well, I don't know, he looks a bit like, the guy in The Matrix who offers Neo a drink. Dozer? Tank. one of the two. One of the two that offers him a drink of engine degreaser.
Cell in the first floor basement.
Looks an awful lot like
What about
him,
the vent shaft cleaning?
but with
They
an
just opened
80s
the vent covers.
flair to it.
They're about to start spraying for rats.
First floor basement ventilation shaft.
Shut those covers as soon as they're done spraying. Also, keep your eye on that woman in the cell. Don't get careless now.
Woman in the cell?
Woman in the cell.
Did something happen?
There's an intruder.
Really?
He's already done 3 people.
He's killed
Great.
3 people?
Yeah. Say he's using stealth, too.
Stealth.
Didn't
There's
kill
an
one
intruder
person.
besides me.
Oh,
Anyway,
good,
I
someone
want you
else.
to increase the security detail on the chief.
Good stuff. These controls. That's the problem with playing with just a digital control pad, is that I want to sort of look down, but I can either look all the way down or I can just look straight ahead. There is no in between. I don't know if you can plug in a USB controller in order to use analog, or whether there is a mod you can do or something. I have no idea, but right, this way. Hopefully we don't auto jump down. Good. And I would honestly like to know who puts a ration in there, up in an air vent. There might be another. It might be some ammo or something. Nah, it's probably going to take too long, so fuck that, let's go. Yeah, well, obviously accent's Australian, but I'm from around Melbourne way, so I'm Victorian. I'll circle.
Use the elevator to change floors.
Well, that's
there should
obvious.
be a cargo elevator that you can take down somewhere around there. Try to find it.
Will do. Ooh, more chap. There we go. Thermal goggle. Not a pair, just one. One thermal goggle. Good all we're budgeted for. God, it really has been years since I played this, because wandering along here like, where the fuck am I going? Oh fuck, we're caught. Yep. Yeah, I saw the videos of it. There was also going to be a Metal Gear 2 remake in Unreal Engine. There, that'll shut him up. And David Hayter was supposed to voice Snake in it, and it got blessings from Konami. They basically said, if you can do it as long as you don't make any money from it, as long as it's a fan project and nothing more. Which I think it's an alright plan. But then they stopped working on it. I think they had some areas done, some basics in, and then they kind of stopped it. I was a little bit disappointed. Okay. This time. Can't wait till I get that silencer. And thanks for the follow. It occurred to me for a second time that I haven't got my little alert box set up. My other scenes I've got one set up, but oh, come on, there we go. My first lot of streaming that I did on this site was for Zeldathon, and so I had a lot of Zelda based alerts and stuff set up when people followed and donated and subscribed and shit like that. But it occurred to me for a second time I haven't actually got it set up. Just drink up. Haven't had a drink at all today. Okay, so I need one card for that. I think that just... Can't remember. Oops, circle it. This is the one good elevator, because if you push the button, it makes the usual going down elevator coming to you noise, but if you press it a second time, it just goes. It just opens. So it kind of bypasses the whole thing. It bypasses the whole animation and just opens for you. I think it might be the only one that can do that.
Look at the radar. It's picking up the DARPA chief. He's the green dot. Hurry and rescue him.
Will do. But you can go. He's, even though he's just sitting there, his dot's going off its chops. Now, in the Metal Gear Solid World Record, I don't know how to do it because I've only watched the thing once or twice, but you can actually clip out of bounds here. Snake, you crawl on the ground and spin around or do...
Ladder, just press the action button by the ladder.
You press some keys and like spin around, and Snake actually clips out of bounds, and you can wander right the way through and come out up here, and then you've got to angle it right so that, like, I think there's a few bits and pieces you need to do beforehand to set things up. And another drink up. At least this water's still kind of cold. It was in my room from last night. When you do clip through and make it through, you're going to make sure that you pick up whatever ID card there is, because it only gives you one kind of ID card. Ah, yes. Yes, I do. You were, I was just thinking, am I going to get spammed for, drink ups like I did, with somebody else? I'm like, yeah. At least I'm staying hydrated.
Oh, kind of damn cold. I hate Alaska. Boy, oh boy, that woman is built all right.
It's almost as if she came from another computer game. So you're going to flush, champ, or are you just going to wander off? Or were you just sitting on the shitter just, I don't know, for shits and gigs? Well, for gigs?
Is that a woman? Not
No, it's not.
Snake, the DARPA chief's signal is coming from somewhere in that area. Isn't there some place to drop down? Take a look around in first-person view mode.
Colonel is like, he's a micromanager. You know, he's telling you he wants to do your job for you. Hey, Snake, have you tried, you know, not getting caught by the guards? Have you tried picking up a gun? Have you tried talking to people?
I'm here to save you. You're the DARPA chief, Donald Anderson, right?
You here to save me, huh? What's your outfit?
I need to up the
I'm
channel
the pawn
points
I
on
sent here to save your worthless butt.
on this reward again.
Really? It's true.
Have a global cooldown, increase the cooldown.
You don't look like one of them.
Last time I threatened to do that, I didn't see you for
Hurry up and get
months
me
and
outta
months and
here.
months.
Slow down. Don't worry. First, I want some information about the terrorists.
The terrorists?
Do they really have the ability to launch a nuke?
What are you talking about?
The terrorists are threatening the White House. They say if they don't accede to their demands, they'll launch a nuclear weapon.
Sweet Jesus.
Is it possible?
It's possible. They
I mean,
could launch a
like
nuke.
it's a rocket. It's a rocket with a nuclear warhead in it. Like,
I thought
how's
this
that
place
not
was just for
possible?
keeping the
The
dismantled warheads.
issue is distance.
They shouldn't have access to a missile.
What I'm about to tell you is classified information. Okay? We were conducting exercises with a new type of experimental weapon. A weapon that will change the world.
What?
Alright, it's always been
Weapon with the
experimental.
ability to launch a nuclear attack from any
Build,
place on the face of the Earth. A nuclear-equipped walking battle tank.
Where have I heard one of these before? Say it, Snake.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Can't be.
You knew?
No worries. I'll catch you around.
Metal Gear is one of the most secret black projects. How did you know that?
We've had a couple of run-ins in the past. So that's the reason you were here at this disposal site?
Why else would I come to a godforsaken place like this?
I had heard the Metal Gear project was scrapped.
On the contrary, it's grown into a huge joint project between Arms Tech and ourselves.
Arms Tech is like
We were
a
going to use this exercise as
Demi
raw
Vale
data and
parody
then
of
proceed to
like
mass
Lockheed
production.
Martin or something like that. Company that seems to just go to the government and say, oh, hey, you know, we want to develop a big plane that goes fast and can't be detected by radar. Give us
Terrorists.
$500 billion. And they're like, oh yeah, sure, sounds good.
Metal Gear Rex.
Metal Gear.
Code name for the new Metal Gear prototype. They're probably already finished arming the warhead they plan to use with Rex. These guys are pros. They're all experienced in handling
So
and
yeah,
equipping
like
weapons.
the guards are
Hey! Shut up in there, will ya?
why is the chief and Snake talking so
I
loud
thought
anyway?
that all nuclear warheads were equipped with safety measures. Some kind of detonation code that you have to
Remember
input.
there's two voices.
You mean PAL? Yes, of course. There is a PAL.
Phase alternating
It's
line?
set up so that you need to input 2 different
Wait a
passwords in order to launch the
No,
device.
this PAL,
There
but
are 2
PAL,
passwords.
PAL and
Yes.
TSC PAL.
Baker knows one, and I know one.
Baker, the president of Arms Tech.
That's right. Each of us needs to input our password, or there can
Yeah,
be no
Anderson, who are you
launch.
talking to in there?
But
Nobody.
they found
Why am I
out
hearing 2
my
voices?
password.
Ventriloquism.
Talked.
Psycho Mantis can read people's minds. You
I wonder
can't
how it
resist.
goes.
Psycho Mantis.
Well, I suppose
One of the members
just
of
unplug the
He
USB
has psychic powers.
and plug it into the second port.
This is bad.
It's
Ah,
just
it's
a
morning.
matter of time before
Well,
they
it's
get
almost
Baker's.
afternoon, so yeah, like if they're talking loud enough for Merrill to hear
They find out
through
Baker's
a
password.
solid concrete wall,
Yes.
then
They'll be able
Johnny
to
must
launch
not
a
be
nuke
the greatest
anytime.
soldier.
But there is a way to stop the launch.
Well, I guess not,
What?
because if he's anything like all the other
card
soldiers that are out there,
Card keys.
They were designed by Arms
yeah,
Tech,
you
the system
kind
developers,
of
as an
vision is
emergency
like
override. Even without the passwords, you can just insert the card keys
probably
and
only
engage the
see
safety lock.
about that far in front of his
And if
head
I do
anyway.
that,
Yes. You can stop the launch.
I can stop them.
so where are the keys?
Baker should have them. Listen, you need 3 card keys. There are 3 different slots to put them in. You need to insert a card into each one of them.
Okay, 3 card keys.
And you only ever get one. You only ever
You know
need
where
one.
they might
That's
be
pretty
keeping
shit
Baker.
design. Because
Somewhere in the 2nd floor basement.
Second
I think
floor
you would need
basement.
like 3 physical
I heard the
cards
guards
to
say
be
they moved
inserted
into
in
an
the system
area that
at
has a
all
lot of
times.
electronic jamming.
Any other clues?
But no.
Yes, they cemented over the entrances, but didn't have enough time to paint them. Why don't you look for the areas where the walls are a different color? Here, take this. It's my ID card. It'll open any level 1 security door. It's called a PAN card. It works together with your body's own electrical field.
Personal area network, huh?
It transmits data using the salts in your body as the transmission medium.
That's pretty high tech when
As you approach the door's
these days we
devices,
just have
they'll
NFC.
read the data stored in the card.
And the doors will
Called
open
Grabio,
automatically.
Cardio,
Gotcha.
Tap to Dorio, Open, yay.
Okay.
And not
I'm
only
gonna
that,
get you out of here.
Wait a minute.
the
What is it?
the locks that we have at work for entering
Haven't
buildings
heard
and stuff
any other
like
way
that,
to disarm the PAL,
when you
have
tap
you?
'em,
From your bosses or anyone?
they keep a log. They say, hey, you
Are
know,
you sure you haven't heard anything?
old mate here's tapped his card
just
at
said
this
no.
time to get into this
So
room.
does the White House plan to give in to the terrorist demands?
They can come up
That's
to you and
their
say,
problem. It has nothing to
what
do
were you
with my
doing?
orders.
But what about the Pentagon?
Pentagon.
what are you doing?
What is it?
Get into this room. Hey, man.
Hey, what happened?
Meryl. I suppose I should also play the other Kojima games that he's got. There's Police Noughts, and what's the other one? There's another one, Snatches or something.
Dead.
No, you just missed the DARPA chief having a heart attack. Having a
Naomi, the chief.
heart attack.
What happened?
I don't know.
I've got my
It looked
webcam
like a
mirrored,
heart
so
attack,
it's
but
A heart attack?
kind of throwing me off.
No,
Colonel, are you hiding something from me?
absolutely not. Snake, you've got to understand. This op is security level red. You need the highest security clearance to get access to the
Red.
complete file.
I thought there was
You want
more
me to believe you're in charge of
colours
this
than that. I
op,
thought
but you don't have complete
it was like
access to the
red,
file?
Black
told
Watch
you,
plaid,
the
the
Secretary
cover
of
of
Defense
Rush's
is in
seminal
operational
album,
control.
Moving Pictures.
I'm just here as
There
your
was
support.
a higher
Snake,
clearance
we don't
than
have time
that.
to debate.
I
Get
can't
out of
remember
there
what it
and
was.
find President Baker.
Been a hot minute since I watched that episode of Birdman. Okay, let's. No, it's not a weapon, it is a ID card. Oh no, wait. He can't exit anyway, because otherwise he would have. Okay. Of course, there's nothing sus about Snake just strolling out.
Don't move! So you killed the chief, you bastard! Liquid? No, you're not. Don't move!
You got rookie eyes.
Is this the first time you ever pointed a gun at a person? Your hands are shaking. Can you shoot me, rookie?
Careful, I'm no rookie.
Liar. That nervous glance, that scared look in your eyes. They're rookie's eyes if I ever saw them. You've never
I need
shot
to
a
sort out
person,
my
right?
headphones again
You
because
talk
I'm
too
noticing I'm
much.
getting a lot
You
of
haven't taken the safety off, rookie.
I
crosstalk
told you I'm no rookie!
coming from my speakers.
You're not one
Just
of them,
that
are
I'm
you?
being asked to
Open
plug them
that
back
door.
into charge yet.
You've got a
Nor
card,
have I-
don't you?
That's not remember
Why?
where I've got my
So we can get the hell out of here!
thing.
Looks like we'll be a little delayed.
What are you doing? Don't think. Shoot! What are you waiting for? Shoot!
Don't talk to me like a rookie!
I'm telling you, shoot!
I always thought that Meryl had more military training than this. That she, being Colonel's daughter, was fairly proficient in the use of arms. Bandana was absolutely the best item in this whole game. Well, yeah, because stealth was cool. Stealth was cool, but with the bandana you could spam missiles, and I do mean spam, like they would just launch a continuous stream of them almost.
Thanks for the
Fucking
help.
amazing.
Wait!
Look at my ass, this is important for later on. Okay.
You fool! You've killed him!
I'm sorry,
He did.
sir.
His mental shielding was very strong. I could not dive into his mind.
I'm diving into his mind, he's wearing a tinfoil hat.
Boss, I have a good idea.
QAnon gave him the strength he needed to resist mind control by Bill Gates and the rest of the crew. There we go. Old mate Psycho Mantis.
Just like that.
Super Mario Sunshine. Well, at least Snake no longer looks like
I just had some
Mel
kind of
Gibson.
hallucination. Is it from the nanomachines?
So he had
No,
his
Snake. The nanomachines are functioning properly.
So what was
his
it?
look kind of down
It must
pat.
have been psychometric interference coming from Psycho Mantis, Foxhound Psychic. Think of it as a mental feedback loop.
Feedback was
So that was Mantis.
okay. I need to find myself another ration. That's all. That's all. He did. He messed up. Did the chief have anything under the bed? No, one of them did. Yeah, he did. On bullets. Cool. Cool bullets. Now let's go to I think we need to get some C4, which is back up on floor 1. Maybe it's just because I've played this game quite a few times before, or maybe it's just because, I don't know, it's because it's less of a confusing layout, but I feel like I'm less likely to get that's right. Oh no, they do. It's the L1 is to toggle your thing off, on and off. Or what is most likely the quickest reload in the history of anything ever. That's a level 2, so we can't actually get there. One thing I do like about this game is the consistency of the camera. You know that if no matter where you end your first person view, it is always going to spin right around and the elevator is going to be north. When you fuck, oh, that was close. When you're right in the middle of battle, the last thing you want is for the camera to go fuck. The last thing you want is for the camera to go bung and oops. These guys is difficult as shit. But at least the evasion period doesn't last all that long. Return to your position. Okay, well. Oops. Circle. Okay, that's it. Yeah, sure. Oh, fuck, dead. What do you want to know? Let's go B2 this time. C4. Good question. My programming experience, well, my programming application, like what I program day to day, is that I don't know. I'm not aware that such a thing. Whether that's a thing or not. But yeah, my day-to-day is mostly front end, like JavaScript, HTML. I'm doing a lot of work with PHP at the moment because we are writing a documentation tool, lets people catch photos on their camera, and then they can upload those photos to a server to view later as documentation of projects and stuff like that. So yeah, PHP is what I'm using at the moment. Lots of tutorials out there. JavaScript and HTML and obviously CSS, they're all ones that I'm using as well, because that's your front end website, not only website design, but mobile phone application design. So these days you don't need to learn tricky languages to make a mobile phone app. Like I don't know C or C++ or Swift or anything like that, but I was able to make a mobile phone app that runs on Android and on iOS on an Apple device. So JavaScript and HTML, CSS, those are all good skills to have because they are very flexible. Even Node.js is server-side JavaScript, and a lot of websites use Node for their stuff. Whether that's as a very lightweight web server or whether that is, you know, processing data or, you know, whatever it is they do, it usually involves, well, not usually, but it can often involve that JavaScript. These days, if you're going to do a lot of server-side stuff or stuff that's going to be exposed to the internet, then it also pays to do some courses or at least do a lot of reading on various attack vectors. So
don't worry, I'm here to save you.
Cross-site scripting, various bits and pieces that hackers would use in order to you know, make your website do things that it shouldn't, whether it's sending out spam emails or hacking into accounts.
So you're the one that the boss keeps talking about.
So they're, yeah.
Special Operations Foxhound.
Any website that you build, just assume that someone's going to try and hack into it and use it to send out Viagra ads or something like that.
I've been waiting for you, Solid Snake. Now we'll see if the man can live up to the legend.
The legend, the man can.
This is the greatest handgun ever made. The Colt Single Action Army.
Colt Single Action Army. Holds exactly 6 bullets, and after that, you're fucked.
Now I'll show you why they call me.
Not a gun person, but I know for a fact there are better guns than 6-shooter.
Draw.
It depends on what the company, like what companies want. Some of them might just want simple, like they might just want website maintenance. So they might say, we've got this project it uses jQuery to do a lot of like animations and stuff like that. Go ahead and like if we give you a task, like you can look it up on the website. Like when you apply for the job, just say to them, hey, what sort of skills do you require? And they'll say, oh, you know, JavaScript. And say, okay, what sort of tasks would I be doing day to day? And you would probably find that a lot of it is just higher level JavaScript, because they've abstracted everything away from, like they wouldn't write a whole lot of code themselves. They'd say, oh, jQuery does all of this animation, or jQuery does this, makes this call to a different website to download some data. You know, we'll just drop that in because it's so well supported and so well written. So yeah, my advice would be to ask other people what they do in the job, and then get yourself good enough to where you can do what they do. So if you know somebody who works in, I don't know, say for myself, for example, let me see if I can bring it up, my mobile phone app. It's quite a simple, I don't know how that's gonna show up, but it grabs in data from a API that I wrote, a PHP API, and just displays them as nice little charts. There's no it's fairly straightforward JavaScript with some Vue.js over the top, which is just another library that you can look up and learn how to use. So yeah, find other people who are in the industry you want to move into, ask them what they do, and then get it's not C4, SOCOM. Yeah, and just find out what they do, and just see if you can replicate what they do.
I love to reload during a battle. There's nothing like the feeling of slamming a long silver bullet into a well-greased.
Oh, definitely not.
All right, I'm alive. Let's go.
Definitely not, because I mean, there's always memes that people post on Facebook. You know, so and so started this business, this multi-billion-dollar business at 40, and you know, they did this and they did that. Absolutely never too late to start anything, as long as you don't get complacent. I know people who they get stuck on an idea and that's it for them. You know, they have only ever used one programming language, and they think that that's the only programming language that there should be. And when you say to them, hey, have you tried building with this? I think you'd like it. They go, no, that's not my, no, I can't do that. That's not the language that I learned. Whereas myself, I know quite a few languages. I actually learnt Node.js because I backed a product on Kickstarter that used JavaScript, that used Node, and I didn't know a thing about the language. I'm like, well, this is a cool product. I'm gonna learn it, and so I did. And just by being open to, just by being open to the idea of learning new languages, you'll go far. I also learnt Go, or Golang, which is very low-level-ish C-inspired language, which again was for another Kickstarter. They rewrote their product to use Golang, and like, well, I'm buying this product, I want to build some stuff for it, I might as well learn Golang. And Oh, I did. One of the greatest plot devices of all time. You know, cut off the arm.
Stealth camouflage.
Yeah, so never get complacent. Don't stop learning. Have a bit of a look around, see what everyone else is using at the time, and work out what makes that great and learn that. Though if you want the real big bucks, put in time learning very, very, very niche things. Cobalt is a language that a lot of banks still use, but the language is just was developed in the 70s and has not had an update in decades. So yeah, Cobalt, while an incredibly frustrating language, banks are willing to pay lots of money to people because they've got legacy systems written on that.
Jim sent you. You're from the Pentagon.
Answer my question. What about your code? There's no time.
Okay. It's on course for free. Yeah, okay.
Now the terrorists have both codes and can launch
That's
any
interesting.
time.
Never heard of such a thing.
Like I didn't fight. I managed to resist Psycho
I
Mantis'
think the only course that I've paid for
How'd you do it?
during my, because I've been working my current job for about 15 years.
Kind of like a psychic insulation. Everyone who knows these top secret codes has it.
The only course that programming course that I've ever paid for was one for artificial intelligence. And that was more for a personal thing. That I wanted to do some AI, get into a little bit of AI for my API that I wrote. Bit of data processing.
What happened to your arm?
And
looks like you're more
I think that was like $100, and I paid that back.
You're a funny man.
Oh well, I'm sorry, I got that back on tax. Well, I got a good chunk of it back on tax because I just said it's training for work.
Now you want to shut me up.
Calm down. What's wrong with you? I just told you I was here to save you. I didn't kill the DARPA chief. He had a heart attack or something.
A heart attack? Oh, don't be a fool.
Anyway, the terrorists have both codes now.
Damn terrorists.
Those boys are totally insane. They wouldn't hesitate to launch.
I agree, but what do they really want?
Oh, who knows? Maybe they're like us in the arms industry, always looking forward to the next one.
Yeah, no, like I've been programming since I was 8.
Start a war today. You still have the card keys.
So
to override the detonation code.
It's kind of my life.
No.
Yeah, no worries. Thanks for stopping by and for the follow as well. And yeah, have to get you around.
Woman? Who?
The subsequent streams.
That was thrown in prison along with me.
A female soldier. It must be.
She said she had just joined up as a new recruit. They
Catch
threw
her
her in
again.
prison because she refused to take part in the rebellion.
A new recruit? Could that be the Colonel's niece?
Colonel's niece.
I gave her the key. Looks like she managed to break out of here, though. I hope she's okay.
I'm sure she is.
You know that,
She's
though.
green, but as tough as they come. But how did you know she escaped?
Well,
I was in contact with her by codec. Until I was tied up here, that is.
Codec?
Yes, she stole it from the guard. If she still has it, you should be able to contact her.
I'm sure she still has it. What frequency was she at?
Oh, yeah. Let me tell you, it's... Oh, sorry. I forgot.
Damn Patriots.
Oh, that's right. It should be on the back of the CD case. Try to contact her.
This threw me.
But tell me, if this doesn't work, is there some
years
other
ago.
way to prevent the missile launch?
Yeah, like I actually own the game, physically own the game, but
Find Hal Emmerich,
I
my
thought
employee.
that like there was an optical disc that you pick up,
Team leader of the Metal Gear Rex project.
and I was spending for ages like equipping, unequipping, and calling everyone like, what the hell is actually going on here? But what I didn't realize was you actually had to look at the back of the CD case.
Where is this Emmerich?
Well, he's probably being held somewhere in the nuclear warhead storage building. It's north from here. That's where he worked.
I understand, but why Metal Gear? The nuclear age ended with the turn of the millennium.
Say nuclear age.
The threat of nuclear war isn't gone. In fact, it's greater than it's ever been.
Actually, I think it has now, because I think in Metal Gear Solid 5, they managed to rid the world of the nuclear warheads.
Listen, have you ever seen a warehouse full of nuclear material?
No.
Drums and drums of nuclear waste stacked this high, as far as you can see, because there's still no real way to dispose of the stuff.
So they just close the lid and try to pretend like it'll go away?
Essentially, yes.
I think some of these FMVs...
storing it. Many of the drums are corroded, with nuclear waste seeping out of them.
Unbelievable.
A couple of these FMVs don't emulate well.
Of muff are reported every year.
Muff.
It stands for material unaccounted for. It proves that there's a large and well-organized black market in nuclear materials. Furthermore, since the end of the Cold War,
that was the cool thing about this game, is that
are out of work with nowhere to turn.
Even though it was all fictional, they referenced like shit that could happen in the real world, like actual black markets for nuclear material and
nuclear weapons program.
What about the other superpowers?
Russia and China still maintain a significant nuclear presence. Complete nuclear disarmament is an impossibility. To maintain our own policy of deterrence, we need a weapon of overwhelming power.
You mean Metal Gear?
Yes. You know, our industry suffered quite a blow as a result of the cuts in military budgets due to this
someone's made a
so-called
cut
peace.
of this game that every time somebody says the word Metal Gear, Snake, like it plays that clip of Metal Gear.
Force's next line of fighter jet. The Metal Gear system was our last ace in the hole. That's why we pushed to have Metal Gear developed as a black project.
Black project?
Secret projects paid for by the Pentagon's black budget. You can avoid a lot of red tape and get a great lead time on your weapons production. And no one can bother you. Not even those bleeding heart liberals on the Military Oversight Committee.
I don't get why Metal Gear needed to be a bipedal robot.
I prefer to think of it as good business. Anyway, Metal Gear was going to be
when it could have been just something you stick in a car, like a big military truck or something like that.
Yes, that's what I'd expect from a grunt like you. Here, this is what you came for, right?
What's that?
An optical disc.
Yeah, that optical disc. I was trying to work out how you look on the back of that.
Destroyed by gunfire. This is the only remaining copy of the data.
What kind of data?
All the data collected from this exercise. Don't play dumb. I know you were sent to get this. I hid it from that sadistic maniac while he was torturing me. They don't know this disc exists. Make sure you report this to Jim. To your boss.
I just had this feeling that Snake could take the disc back to wherever.
Can you walk?
I got data.
No, you go on.
Colonel will be like, hey, good job, Snake. Does anyone have a mini disc player that interfaces with a computer? And then nobody would be able to get the data off ever again because mini disc was a shit format.
Dark little secret.
An experimental genome soldier.
Yeah, actually, I wonder. Is that a mini disc? Is this like Sony?
She knows better than I.
Product placement? Because Metal Gear 5, Metal Gear Solid 5, I should really distinguish between the two, had, between Metal Gear and Metal Gear Solid, had Walkman in it. You can actually find a Sony PlayStation. You did too. You actually find a Sony PlayStation in, I think it's Otacom's office.
So, they actually went in, did it?
What are you talking about?
What are you talking about? Just using you for...
Just using you, and you never really considered it, Snake.
What the hell?
What the hell? He's dead.
Colonel, are you listening? Now he's dead too.
I have no idea.
Don't lie to me.
I've got my
It looked like another heart
volume
attack,
like
but
extremely
Some
low
kind
on
of
my
poison?
well, there are
speakers,
lots of drugs that
but
can cause a
this
heart attack in
lapel mic
large
keeps picking it
doses.
up.
For example, potassium
It's
chloride or dioxides,
it's
but
got some
we
smarts
won't
in
be
it
able to
that
tell without doing an
adjusts
autopsy.
the
Snake,
volume
I want you and Meryl to
when
work together.
Can I
Yes.
trust her?
More than you
hears
can trust me.
noises and shit.
Get in contact with her.
Snake, there's a lot of electrical interference coming from there.
Change that
It
so
should
that
be
I
okay if you do
can
burst
only pick
transmission
up
like us, but normal
my
transmission
voice.
is probably impossible. Try moving away from that area.
Snake, get a hold of yourself.
Naomi, what the hell was that ninja thing? A member of Foxhound?
No.
Are you sure?
Yes, we have no one like that in our unit.
Is that right?
Snake, I'm counting on you.
I don't think so. I think it's yeah. I don't think I can. Okay, so we can hold more. We've got, I think we got some slight health boost. From 25 to 50. What? Oh, it's a 4. Okay. Oh, now that's something else. There's a cool little Easter egg, I guess, where if you pick up a camera from somewhere, maybe someone, and then when you walk through various places, you can take photos, and if you take photos in the right spots, you actually see ghosts. However, the ghosts are just programmers in the game. The mass. Bemga. Bullets. Anything else I can grab while I'm here for? I have. I'll type for a second while they make their way through. I don't think there's much else I can grab from. Oops. Push Bhutan again, receive elevator. So we need to contact Meryl. Actually wonder how
What is it, Snake?
on the, let's say it's memory card 1 new file.
Snake, remember what the goal said. The graveyards are full
Graveyards
of
are full of indispensable men.
Snake, you're all alone and surrounded by bad guys. Try to be careful and avoid getting
It's kind of
into a
cool.
fight whenever you
Also,
can.
that mainly would give you,
Wow, you know all sorts of great quotes, don't you?
yeah,
Well,
quotes.
both my parents are from Guangdong, China, but I was born and raised in America. I've always liked reading literature from both sides. Kinda keeps me in touch. I'll share some more quotes with you if you like.
I'm looking forward to it.
Like I used to
But to tell you the truth, I'd like to learn more about you.
call her up and save every so often
think
so I
about
can
it.
read the quotes that she had. Now let me have a quick look and just, if I press this button, okay, can't do that. I'm gonna have to look it up because I wonder how you do it. Puzzle. So at least I wasn't the only one to... Okay, so I know a frequency now. I know the frequency, so I can call that up, but I'm still curious. Ah. Hey, that's interesting. Need to put that... Give me a second. Go and grab the box for this thing. So, apparently, you find out Meryl's frequency. I don't know how well that's going to come out on... Probably not going to come out on camera, but... yeah. It shows her frequency on the back of the box of the physical PlayStation Classic box. So that's cool that you can still get it via that. Let's go give her a buzz. Oops. PTT.
Who are you?
With Bhutan
I was really
received
impressed with the
talk.
way you busted yourself out of there.
The one from the prison?
You're the Colonel's niece, Meryl, right?
Meryl.
No, it's not him.
No, I'm not
Just
liquid.
exactly
Jesus
who
fucking
are you?
Christ. Keep telling
I'm
you
the
that.
fool that your uncle sent all alone into the middle of this whole mess.
You came by yourself?
Absolutely
You think you're
came
some
by
kind of
myself.
one-man army?
I don't need lectures.
Like,
You're just
are
like
we
your
still doing
uncle, you know?
phrasing,
How
or
do you know my uncle?
We go way back.
we go way back?
What's your name?
Like back
My
to the
name's not
MSX2.
important.
Aha. Could you be Snake? Are you
My name is
Solid
Snake.
Snake?
That's what some people call me.
The legendary Solid Snake?
I don't know what makes him so legendary. Like he's like a soldier.
Sorry about before. I wasn't sure if you were one of the good guys.
But I knew you were.
How?
Cause you're a
It's
rookie.
your eyes.
My eyes.
They're not soldiers' eyes.
And they're rookie's eyes, right?
No, they're beautiful, compassionate eyes.
Ah,
Just
Snake,
what I'd
you old
expect from
sap,
the
you.
legendary Solid Snake. You trying to sweep me off my feet?
Don't
Working.
worry, you'll land back on them once you meet me. The reality is
Yeah,
no match
basically.
for the legend, I'm afraid.
Man
Oh,
had
I
the
don't believe that.
man never had time for a
Why
woman.
did you look so surprised when you
It's
saw
weird.
my face?
Because you look just like him.
You mean the terrorist leader, Liquid
Liquid
Snake?
Snake.
Yeah.
'Cause
You
you're
know him?
boom,
You're not
champ.
brothers, are you?
I have no family.
No.
So what's the deal?
Yeah, you are
Who
kind of
knows?
brothers.
Why don't you
Dude,
ask
he's
him?
referring to you as brother.
But first, I want some information. You were involved in this exercise from the beginning. What exactly happened here?
I'm definitely
I'm
gonna have to
I was captured
sort out
along with
headphones or
President
some
Baker
shit. Because
right
I
after
want
the terrorist
to
attack.
hear the great
That's
voice
okay.
acting in this,
But
but
what is
I have
this
to have
place? I
the
don't
volume
think it's
low
just a nuclear
because
weapons disposal facility.
Boy, oh boy, it's just like
well.
them. Nobody told you anything, did they?
fucking problems
Okay.
here today.
You see, this
Yeah,
place
this
isn't
shit
really for
hanging
disposing
around.
nuclear weapons. This base
Hopefully
is owned
this-
and operated by a
this
dummy
works and
corporation of
doesn't-
arms tech.
This is a civilian
Um,
base?
Right. for the development of Metal
Doesn't
Gear.
cause any streaming issues.
Foxhound and the Next Generation Special
What's that?
Forces were
Oh, that's
called
alright.
here for the
I
test
wonder where
launching
it's
of a
gone.
dummy nuclear warhead.
Why Foxhound?
There we go.
Because they're a special ops group used to handling top secret missions. They figured they could help keep it all hush-hush.
But we must have fired nuclear warheads before. Why just this time?
I
Okay,
heard it was
cool.
because this was to be a final test before the formal adoption of the Metal Gear program.
Metal
That's
Gear.
what I heard anyway.
Sounds kind of fishy. So what do you think the terrorists want?
Sorry, I'm not sure. I was captured with President Baker right after the revolt started.
Oh yeah.
President Baker.
That's when he gave
That
you the
president, but
detonation
not
code
that kind
override
of president.
keys, right?
Oh, the other
That's
kind.
right.
Amazing you were able to keep him hidden from the guards.
Well, women have more hiding places than men. Anyway, you
Oh,
met
come on,
Baker, huh?
Snake. Like you've
How's
never
he holding up?
stuffed a pack of cigarettes up your ass.
What?
Heart attack. Same as the DARPA chief.
The chief died from a heart attack too?
Yeah.
He wrecked.
Was either of them sick or anything?
No, not that I heard of.
Well, I don't believe in coincidences. Something funny's going on.
Sounds like it, but I have no idea what.
Me neither. Yet.
They fit
You
a
know the
surprising
person
amount
who
of voice
designed Metal
acting
Gear?
onto
You mean Dr. Emmerich?
Yes. Is he still alive?
onto this
Probably.
game.
He should be in the
Under
research
Peters.
lab in the second floor basement of the nuclear warhead storage building to the north.
Second floor basement.
Yeah, that's where his lab is. I
you have
think
to
they're
repeat
forcing him to
everything
work on
people
the
say,
nuclear
Snake?
launching program.
So they'll need him alive until that's done anyway.
Yeah.
Then we better do something before he finishes.
You're right. In case we can't override the detonation code in time, I need to ask him how to destroy Metal Gear.
You plan to take that thing on by yourself, Snake?
It's fine. I've done it
Be the first
before.
time.
Ah,
Such a
What's the best way
legend.
to get to the building where the doctor is being held?
there's a cargo door on the first floor of this building that leads to the north.
What's the security level of the door there?
5. But it's okay. I've got a level 5 card.
Well, I've got to go save the doctor. You should go.
I'm going with you.
No way. You're still too green. I want you to hide somewhere.
I'm not green.
This reminds me of the
Yes, you are. You pause for just 1 second in front of your enemy and it's all over.
the
Good
scene
luck
in
doesn't
Garth
last
Marenghi's
forever.
Dark Place where they first
I
introduced
don't know what
Liz,
happened. I just couldn't pull the trigger right away.
and she
I never had any problems
she
in
wants
training,
to come
but
along
when I thought about
for
my
the
bullets
adventures.
tearing
Like,
through those soldiers'
please,
bodies, I hesitated.
Shooting at targets and
I'll
shooting
be
at living,
good, and he's
breathing
like,
people are
okay,
different.
but I'll pay you.
Ever since
That
I
way
was
it's
a little
bona
girl,
fide.
I always dreamed about
You could
being
use the
a
money for some
soldier.
makeup.
Every
Oh,
day
like,
of
oh
my
god,
life, I've
this
trained
is
my mind and body
tragically
for
good
one
writing.
day when I could finally see some real action. And now
So what now? You want to quit?
How do you go through all that training and not be
can't quit.
prepared for
I
battle?
can't allow myself to quit now.
Listen, Meryl.
But part
everybody
of
feels sick the first
training
time they
was
kill
to
someone. Unfortunately,
get you so
killing is
pissed
one
off
of
and
those
angry
things
and
that gets easier the more
desensitized
you do
that
it. In a war, all of mankind's worst emotions, worst traits
yeah,
come
so
out.
pissed off that you're like, yep,
It's
fuck
easy
it.
to forget what a sin
Pop a
is
gun
in
and
the
a
middle
bullet
of
in
the
this guy, all
battlefield.
good.
But this isn't a war. It's a terrorist action.
You're just a little jumpy
This isn't a
from the
war.
combat high.
It's a murder.
The adrenaline in your bloodstream is starting to thin out. Just take it easy.
But I learned all about combat high at the academy.
We'll talk about it later. For now, just think about keeping yourself alive.
If I get out of here alive, I'll think about that other stuff.
Okay. Let me try to
Like,
say this
she
another
goes on to
way.
be an
Stay the
absolute
hell out of my
badass in this
way.
game. You know, like in this series.
You're a real
Um,
bastard. Just like my uncle said.
Huh. I told you. The real me is no match for the legend.
Number 4, she's leading a whole squadron of people, and like, fuck me, they just blow the living shit out of everyone they
We'll
come
link up
across.
after I
It's
grab
great.
the doctor. Then we'll take care of the detonation code override.
Gotcha. But listen, I know this area better than you. Call me if you have any questions.
Will do.
Careful, okay?
After I open up the cargo door, I'll contact you.
Good. Okay, so let's go back up to floor 1. Bing bong noise.
Snake, I unlocked the cargo door for you.
Thanks. Where are you?
Where I can see ya.
Yeah.
Don't move around too much.
Don't worry, I'm disguised in this enemy uniform.
You won't be for long with the way you walk.
What does that mean?
Nothing.
Listen, Snake, the cargo door is like an airlock. It's equipped with infrared sensors. Be careful. If an intruder is sensed, gas is released.
Gas?
Okay, so we'll meet at the nuclear warhead storage building.
Like gas, and she's like, yep, we're gonna skip that.
Girl.
I changed my mind.
Don't get careless. That's when things always turn sour.
She'll be
Sorry, but this
fine.
is the only way I can figure out whether or not I'm cut out to be a soldier. I gotta get my hands dirty.
These guys are professionals. You're gonna get yourself killed.
See you there.
Okay. Door is open. We now have ID card too, so let's make a quick sweep around the area and see if there's shit that we can... What does he always face? There we go. Correct. Suppressor. Do I need to... Ah, it's already got it on there. Cool. Suppressor that lasts forever and a day, somehow. Dun, dun. Is that a pretty good soundtrack too? Ah, fuck. Yep. There we go. I love that they don't know where he's gone. They're like, huh? Where'd he go? Return to your positions. Fuck. Hope nobody can see me hidden here behind this wall. I'm just saying things. Never mind. I guess an old mate's upstairs still. Have I already been in here? Oh no, I haven't, because cardboard box A. Fuck yeah. Thing that makes Metal Gear, Metal Gear. C box A. You know, Metal Gear Solid, first one at least, has a very unique style. Nice. Has a very unique style. That's cool. But it's hard to replicate that style in a Twitch layout. Ah, mine detector. Cool. The rat ion. Because when putting together this, I'm like, okay, so what makes Metal Gear Solid Metal Gear Solid? You've got your radar, your codec. You've got the radar. You've got the little cards here that look like, I don't know, I guess index cards in a filing system or filing cabinet or something like that. But these elements were quite tricky to... Ooh, shit, that was close. Very tricky to convert into a Twitch layout. So the best I could do was colors around the chat box and this effect here, which was actually done with lookup tables. The scrolling scanline texture is just a static picture, and Streamlabs has a scroll. So I just set it to scroll, and then it's just a transparent PNG for the border around here. So that was easy enough to do, but I'm like, how can I do this? Like, how can I add more to it? And I realized I couldn't really. All the good stuff like the codec screen.
The cargo door is open already.
Yeah,
if you exit there and go north, you'll get to the warhead storage building where Dr. Emmerich is being held. I'll head there now and wait for you. Hurry after me, okay?
Will do. Yeah. You can't really translate that whole frequency thing into any kind of element on the stream. Life bar. Well, life bar could have been like, I don't know, subscriber count or, you know, donation goal or something like that. That could have been cool. Radar. Not really. Yeah, it was going to be interesting. Well, let's get the message over. Why does she keep having to take her mask off?
That airlock is set with infrared sensors. You probably can't see them with your naked eyes, but there are infrared beams coming out of that wall. Touch any one of them and the doors will seal off and the place will be flooded with poison gas. Somehow you've got to get through without setting off those sensors.
Bad enough. Fuck. I thought I can, yeah, I'm dead. Because I don't have a gas mask. I thought I could... Nothing left for me to do but kick the bucket. He dead. Yeah, I thought I could squeeze through before the beam came down, but no, we cannot. At least it puts a old Savo spot here. Let's fuck it, go through. That was a poorly looped sample. Okay. Get out the ye olde minder. Probably don't want to get too close. I know what I'm about, son. Okay, I have got grenades. Two. Still don't know how Snake can just manage to crawl over. And it's just amazing how there is Literally nothing. Absolutely nothing whatsoever. And then you go wandering along and it comes from through a door that's not even open.
This is Raven's territory.
What was his name?
Don't belong in Alaska. I will not let you
I'm
pass.
Humongo. I am strong. Yes, we know you, Humongo the strong. He's got some moves. Could have been an Olympic gymnast.
That's
An Olympic
right.
figure skater.
You belong on the ground.
Too soon?
You should crawl on the ground like the snake you are. Come, let's fight.
All Snake would really have to do to defeat this guy is, well, for one thing, not get... I love that his animation keeps going long after he's stopped laughing. All Snake would have to do to defeat, you know, the whole last tank that's here is just climb up onto it. There's, damn it. Fuck. Yeah. Pretty fucking good anyway. Ah. Is that gonna let us? Okay, there we go. Oh, now is it? Oh, that's right. We're going to we do the old chap. That's right, and then we go. That means for some reason he can't. Hey, trying to fucking throw grenades at you, champ. There we go, blow up. This is sad. This is how long it's been since I've played this game. Suppressing fire! Maybe if I just... Alright, try that. Oh! Yeah, I might not want to actually stand still. Oh, at least I picked up those grenades. I can remember how to do this, because I thought you just chucked grenades into his, chuck grenades into the hole to get rid of the gunner. I'm gonna hatch. Disable the main cannon by throwing chaff grenades to get close enough. Only need 3 or 4. So it was chaffs and it was grenades into. Of course, it fucking puts me right the way back here, where I've got to go ahead and pick these up, because you know that's how mine dispersal is done in the real world. Have people in war-torn countries actually just tried laying on the ground, crawling over them and picking them up, storing them in their inventory? Seems pretty lazy if they haven't. Okay. So rations. The old chaff. Yep, that's nice. Fuck. Yeah, I don't know what's with the fucking sideways hand thing that he does, but oh, that was a complete waste of a chaff grenade. Grenade. There we go. Like, this game just straight up, straight up as your first fight, as you're fighting a whole ass tank. Oh, piss. Like every other game that you play. Yes, fuck, we're dead. Yeah. Okay, well, we're not quite dead, but we're almost dead. That was my last. The last ration. Except there is another ration that, if I can make it. Oops, pick up first and then equip. Whew. Got the old chaff again. There. Good. Really shooting from there. There we go. Boom. Do you want to not, like, fucking roll all over me, champ? There we go. Now, other video games, you know, Mario, you fight one of Koopa's kids, knock them into the water, knock them in the lava rather, they're dead, cool, whatever. I don't know, Last of Us, you fight some slightly bigger zombie. This, fucking fight a whole ass tank.
You would be wise not to underestimate him.
What did you think of him?
He is just as you said. In battle, he is as if possessed by a demon.
So I'm a demon now, am I?
I would expect no less.
That's probably accurate.
I told you so, but I will kill him.
So, General Ivan, I hear he took your hand as well as your dignity.
Watch your tongue, shaman.
In the language of the Sioux people,
I thought he was,
snake. It is known as an animal to be feared.
Well, Snake is mine now. When I meet him next,
What's his
I'll
name?
take special care of him.
Ocelot. Ocelot.
Don't kill him yet.
I can't remember his real name.
I will meet again in battle.
Same prediction as always.
Yes, the raven on my head. It thirsts for his blood.
What they're giving Adamska. Adam. Chalashaska. Yeah. Okay, so maybe there was a let's go back out here. I think they might have put some more mines down since. I have to get out the old. No, maybe not. Pick me up some supplies. Maybe not. Maybe... yeah. Maybe it disappears after battle. That's fine, because I know there's a ration over by the entrance to the warhead facility. I just noticed how bad that sample loops again. Like it's even more obvious. It's dun 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 dun. Okay. Ration. Call.
Be careful. You absolutely must not use weapons in that area.
Come on.
I've already programmed the nanomachine so that he won't be able to, Colonel.
What? What are you talking about?
How do you do that anyway?
Forgotten? That's where they keep the nuclear warheads. Can't you see them?
Yeah, there's lots of boxes piled up here, but are they all warheads?
Yes, they're all dismantled warheads.
They just leave them here.
Come on, like wouldn't part of you, wouldn't part of you be like, you know, how much, like, if I'm gonna die anyway, like, how much damage can I do? Like, fuck it, let's go all in.
Her frequency is 141.52.
All of the warheads in those boxes have had their detonation mechanisms removed, so there's no fear of them exploding. But if the warheads are broken, they might leak plutonium, and that would be a serious problem.
Yeah, okay. Different story.
Snake, never use your weapon on that floor.
Well, we're caught anyway. Maybe not. Son of a bitch. Of course, that shit locks. Like you don't. How come they can use guns and I can't? And thank you for the host and for the follow, guy. Still haven't worked out how to properly grab the guards without them noticing. I think they fix it in future games where there's a little more leeway, like if you touch one while you were grabbing hold of them to try and choke them up, drink up, then they don't alert. Like I think it's got to be a miss before they go ahead and give the alert status. Okay, is that something you've been wanting for a while, or just Heard some. Oh, I think it might be the neighbours. Okay. Oh, that's good. It's nice to have a. Well, that's great. Hopefully, it leads to. What's that? Oh, that's camera on this. Fucking. Hopefully, that leads to. Better for you. No, you heard nothing. Hey, fucking look. Oh, fuck, that was close. Death by gas. I don't get why it releases gas when you go to get like when you trigger the alarm. Oh fuck, he's coming this way now, isn't he? They're all coming this way. I think we can't. Yep. Him flying. Nope, we are cooked. That's it. Shit. Yeah, like there's nuclear materials in here, but I wouldn't imagine they're going straight into a they're going straight into alert phase would cause the gas to go everywhere. Okay, third time's the charm. Where do I want to go? Probably not. I can hightail it before he... Come on, turn left, there you go. Hightail it before he catches me. Apparently these soldiers do have super sensitive hearing because one managed to catch me and I didn't even realize, hear me and I didn't even realize it. Fuck. Do I try? There we go. Good. Oh, we get some bullets as well. Come on. Hey, that works too. Whoops. Did you say B1 or B2? We'll go B1. I think it might have been B2 where Otacon is, but might as well. Come on. Oh, seriously? There we go. Like, do they not have doors on these toilets, or... Like, come on. Yep. Yep. one of them is... Or is she the only one? Okay, I think she's the only one in the... The only one in the room here. That's good. Not keen to be discovered just yet. Yeah. Cool, remote missiles. Hold up, where'd she go? Where did she go? Oh. Okay, that's not her then. Just as well I didn't go and get intentionally caught by her, because otherwise that would have been embarrassing. Okay, let's go back in. Oh, I guess you can do it on that one as well. Press the button twice to short circuit the animation. Oh. Cool. Floor is electrified. It's kind of weird, but okay. All this time standing around, talking on the codec and shit like that. Snake could have.
Snake, watch out.
Could have
Filled with gas.
been killed.
Also, the floor is electrified. First, destroy the
Duh, and also duh.
on the northwest wall.
But how? I can't reach it.
Use a remote-controlled missile.
Who are you?
Just call me Deep Throat.
Deep Throat? The informant from the Watergate scandal?
Nah, it's probably...
You're not using burst transmission. Are you nearby? Who are you anyway?
Probably somebody who's good. Oh, I almost forgot how these work. Yeah, probably not. Oops, around here. Probably not that Deep Throat from the Watergate scandal. And bang. So there goes that. Yes. Now let's start combing through the rooms. Oh, okay. Ration. Yep. I think this might be what I'm after. Gas mask. Doesn't prevent you from choking on gas, it just means you can last just a little bit longer, I think. Maybe it does, I don't know. So much for the airlock that's supposed to happen there. I think both doors were open at the same time. Oh, fuck. Oh. Yes. There's C4. More missiles. Let's gas mask up while I wait. Yep. Okay. Another chaff out, and then we'll fucking want to get caught because Snake has not yet learnt how to run through doors. Good. Oops, don't need any more. Okay. Push, push again. I got to B1. Oops. And choke one out while he's choking one out. Oh shit. Fuck. Come on, just drop him. Is it? E10 and good. Good. Now I don't know if this is no, it is not. Okay. So I think I do need to go back and try and... yeah. Oops. Oh, fuck me, we're dropping frames like a motherfucker again. One thing I don't like about Backblaze is that when you pause your backup, it only pauses for like an hour, whereas Carbonite, as much of a piece of shit as it was, would let you pause for like 8 hours, like 2 days, whatever time frame you wanted to pause, it would let you. So, it was pretty good in that regard. Oh, nope. Ah, good, so it does let me through. I wasn't sure if I needed Meryl's card or not. Ah, yes, the old font. Yeah, I think there's a ghost in there, actually. Or maybe it's in this corridor. I don't think it's the camera from. Otacon, maybe?
It looks like they were cut by some type of blade.
First my ass. It's probably just Millhouse. The VR missions that you could do, VR missions disc had a cool feature where if you finish enough of the game you could play as Grey Fox. It was not bad. Basically run around and there's wooden stumps everywhere and you gotta slice them with your blade. To be fair, I think everyone would do that if
Who are you? Where is my friend? What?
If some invisible dude came up and threatened to cut you.
Oh, what next? Snake.
What up, champ?
You're that ninja.
Long time no see.
I've been waiting for you, Snake. Who are
By
you?
a long time, I think I mean like a week.
Neither enemy nor friend. I am back from a world where such words are meaningless. I've removed all obstacles. Now you and I will battle to the death.
What do you want?
I've waited a long time for this day. Now I want to enjoy the moment.
You do that.
What's with these guys? It's like one of my Japanese animes.
I've come from another
You don't have to say
world
Japanese
to
though,
battle with
when you're
you.
talking about anime because
What
it's
is
kind
it,
of
revenge?
implied.
It is nothing so trivial as revenge. A fight to the death with you. Only in that can my soul find respite. I will kill you, or you will kill me. It makes no difference.
I'll kill you. What's Homer's line? Homer, no, you'll kill us both. Or die trying.
He can watch from inside there.
I need that man. Keep your hands off him.
How about you stay?
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
I can't use my... I can't use my Nikita.
Snake, you can't defeat me.
Ah, that's right.
Good. Now we can fight as warriors. Hand to hand. It is the base of all combat. Only a fool trusts his life to a weapon.
Oi. Oh, really? There's the old PlayStation. I would say, why can't I work in a place that has video games in it? But truth is I do, because the last day of work before break, bought in the old Nintendo Switch and we sat there and played Mario Party. Ah, seriously? Ah. There we go. That's my fault, though. Now, I think you can make, yeah, you can make Otacon freak out by going and tapping on the door while he's locked in there. I don't remember, I think you might have also been able to shoot the servers in order to upset him a little further. Because that's all his high-tech equipment that he's, all of his life's work, and, well, probably not his life's work, but we've gone from finding a shaman in a tank to fisticuffs with a cyborg ninja in an office. Like it's... Oh, that's right, you can do the
Hurry up and
don't catch me. You can just do like single punches, just, ooh, fuck, I actually better, before I go taking on anyone, do like,
I'm here, Snake.
oh, seriously? Right. Yeah, like so.
Hurry up and catch me.
Oh, nice bullets. Yeah, if you time your punches right, you can just
I'm here, Snake.
do like punch, 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 instead of punch, punch, kick. Damn it! Do we have to start this whole fight all over again? We do.
Now, make me feel it. Make me feel alive again.
Pretty fucking good, aren't I? Come on. Damn it. I reckon I can get the timing right.
We can fight as warriors. Hand to hand. It is the basis of all combat.
I don't know where he puts that blade, but I imagine the same place that Snake puts the sand missile launcher. Better pull me out and rations actually. Maybe not tapping quick enough. Hearing Snake's injury sound is like hearing JD's fall sound from Scrubs. If you ever watch Scrubs again, notice that every time he falls over, he makes like a Ooh, noise. I had that coming, so... I wonder if they made any improvements to this ROM, or to this ISO file, prior to releasing it. Because I mean, they obviously would have updated the emulator, like to fix all the issues that that they had. I wonder if they fixed glitches like the being able to repeatedly punch. Because if you got him in the right position, then you could get him to like you could just punch and just defeat him in one fell swoop. I bet you are, champ. Gonna make sure I don't. Make sure that I don't get caught without rations equipped. Oh, there you are.
Like old times. I've been waiting for this pain.
It's fucking weird, man. I swear. Oh, that's right.
Hurt me more.
Yeah, fucking weirdo. If you insist.
That's it. I remember that punch.
Let's hear that we could do.
The snake, the feel of battle, the clashing of bone and sinew. That's good, Snake.
You know, if you paid I don't know, if you went to a brothel and paid one of the ladies there, I'm sure they would give you everything you needed.
That's good.
Probably hook your junk up to a car battery for you, like, seriously.
Hurt me more.
Will do, champ. Will do. Handful of hits more. There we go. I don't know, do I? There we go.
I felt that, Snake. Do you remember me now?
Can't be. You were killed in Zanzibar.
Right. Yeah.
Not again.
No, he's just flipping the fuck out.
What's happening?
Some pretty hard hits.
Is it over?
Oh, it's far from over, Gearathon. Still got 4 games left. 5, technically.
Gray Fox. Colonel, that ninja is Gray Fox. No doubt about it.
Ridiculous. You of all people should know he died in Zanzibar.
Yeah, because I killed him.
No. He should have died, but he didn't.
What?
It happened before I joined Foxhound's medical staff. They were using a soldier for their gene therapy experiments.
I never heard that.
It happened right after you retired. My predecessor, Dr. Clark, was in charge.
Dr. Clark?
Yes, he started the gene therapy project.
And where is he now?
He was killed in an explosion in his
Dead.
lab 2 years ago.
Correct.
So what about this soldier?
Apparently, for their test subject, they decided to use the body of a soldier who was recovered after the fall of Zanzibar.
And that was Gray Fox.
But he was already dead.
Yes, but they revived him. They
All
fitted
sorts of
him with a
medical
prototype
advancements in this.
exoskeleton and kept him drugged for 4 years while they experimented on him like a plaything. Today's genome soldiers were born from those experiments.
Yeah, it's offhanded.
I ever heard.
They used him to test all sorts of gene therapy techniques.
Naomi, why didn't you tell us about this sooner?
Because it's confidential information.
And also,
Is that
like,
the only reason?
Gray Fox.
Naomi, what happened to Gray Fox after that?
Yeah, you never come across him until now.
Record says he died in the explosion.
I see.
Ah, thank you for the follow,
Even if that
210
ninja is Gray
Biohazard.
Fox, the question is, why?
Yeah, you just missed
From what I
the
could
Gray
tell,
Fox battle.
He didn't
Where,
know who he was.
honestly, if
Are
Gray
you
Fox
saying
had
that he's
just gone to
just a
see
mindless robot?
someone at a brothel, they would have
I'm not sure.
punished him all
but
he
seems
wanted.
intent on fighting me to the
Hey,
death.
you know,
We'll meet again.
Gray
I know
Fox
it.
wants what Gray Fox
So you'll
wants.
fight again. Until you kill him?
I'd rather
Do we
not.
fight again?
But maybe that's what he wants.
We do fight again. And you're just in time for some,
How long are you gonna stay in there?
Are you one of them?
for a
No,
cutscene.
I'm not. I always work alone.
Alone? Are you an otaku too?
Come on, get out.
I think they call them incels
Can't
these
stay here
days.
forever.
Your uniform is different than theirs.
You're the Metal Gear chief
Not a
engineer,
uniform, it's
Hal
a-
Emmerich, right?
Puffer vest that,
You know me?
I heard about you from Meryl.
Oh, so you're here to rescue
that
me.
ship managers wear.
Sorry, but no. There's something that I've got to do first.
Ship managers and Premier of
Well, at least
Victoria.
you're not one of them.
Huh. Are you hurt?
No, I just live like this all the time for
I'm
fun.
okay. I just twisted my ankle a little bit trying to get away.
Well, if that's all, it's nothing to worry about. I want to ask you something. I need information about Metal Gear.
Metal Gear.
Metal Gear?
Yeah. What's Metal Gear really designed for?
Like, to launch a
Mobile
nuke.
TMD. It's designed to shoot down nuclear missiles. Only for defensive purposes, of course.
Liar. I already know that Metal Gear is nothing but a nuclear-equipped walking deathmobile.
Nuclear? What are you talking
Nuclear.
about?
The terrorists are planning to use Metal Gear to launch a nuclear missile. You telling me you didn't know?
They're gonna put a dismantled warhead into Metal Gear's TMD missile module?
Wrong. From the beginning, the purpose of this exercise was to test Metal Gear's nuclear launch capability using a dummy nuclear warhead. The terrorists are just continuing the work you started.
No, you're wrong.
I heard it directly from your boss, Baker.
He did.
No. A nuclear missile on Rex?
So you really didn't know?
You
No.
really didn't know.
All the
You.
armament was built by a separate department, and the president personally supervised the final assembly of the main unit.
President Baker?
Yeah. I was never told exactly what they armed Rex with. I only know it's equipped with a Vulcan cannon, a laser, and a railgun.
Oh, that laser was a pain in the ass.
A railgun, you said?
Yeah. It
On
uses
Metal
magnets
Gear.
to fire bullets at extremely high velocities. The technology was originally developed for the SDI system and later scrapped. We were successful in miniaturizing it in a joint venture between Arms Tech and Rivermore National Labs. The railgun is on Rex's right arm.
Metal Gear's main function is to launch nuclear missiles. You sure you're not forgetting something?
It's true that Metal Gear has a missile module on his back that can carry up to 8 missiles, but are you saying it was originally meant to carry nuclear missiles?
You're like, how could you not think that? Like, what's the range of this missile? Oh, I don't know, like,
Yeah.
like in a
That's
couple of 100 kilometers? Oh, okay,
Metal
cool.
Gear
What are we going to
fired
put in
with
there?
standard
I just
nuclear
regular old
missiles. The
missiles, you
mission
know,
already have all
nothing
the
big.
practical data they need.
No. Could it be? Metal Gear's co-developer, Rivermore National Labs, was working on a new type of nuclear weapon.
It's pronounced
They were
nuclear.
using Nova and NIF laser
Nuclear.
nuclear fusion testing equipment and supercomputers.
So they developed a new type of nuclear weapon in a VR testing lab, huh?
Yes, but
they
you
most
can't
certainly
use
did.
virtual data on a battlefield. They would need actual launch data. These are some of the supercomputers. If you link these, you can test everything in a virtual environment. But it's all just theoretical.
So this exercise was designed to test the real thing.
Compare that to
What
shit
did the
these days
president
where
do?
virtual
If the
testing
terrorists launched that
a
thing,
whole lot better. I mean, NASA doesn't test rockets by just firing blindly into space and seeing what
I'm
sticks.
such a fool. It's all my fault.
It's kind of cool that
The truth is,
Otacon goes from building Metal Gear
my
to
grandfather
actively
was part of the Manhattan Project.
stopping Metal Gear.
He suffered with the guilt for the rest of his life.
I thought people in the Manhattan Project weren't actually told what they
He
were
was born
working on.
August 6th, 1945.
The day of the Hiroshima bomb. God's got a sense of humor, all right.
I could be wrong, but I thought they just
We
couldn't
must
Dr.
have the curse
Huey.
of nuclear weapons written into our DNA.
That they all worked on separate bits and pieces and weren't actually told what they were building
I used to
until
think that I could use science to help mankind.
only like
The one
high-level
that wound
people
up getting
knew
used was me.
details of the whole project.
Using science to help mankind. It's just in the movies.
That's enough crying. Pull yourself together. Where is Metal Gear? Where on this base are they keeping it?
Rex is in the underground maintenance base,
Where's that?
north of the communications tower, but it's a long
Hmm.
way there.
The emergency override system for the detonation code is there too?
Yeah, in the maintenance base control room. You'd better hurry. If they were planning a launch from the start, then their ballistic program is probably finished. And since they haven't called for me in a few hours, they must not need me. In other words, they must be ready to launch.
Meryl's got the detonation code override keys. We'll link up with her.
If we can't override the launch, we'll have to destroy Rex.
So I wonder if this whole thing was
you
subject to
the
the
way.
usual
On that bike
bullshit
of yours, you'll just slow me
that
down.
all workplaces are, you know.
If you're gonna destroy
Well, if they're ready
Rex,
to launch in a few hours, or how long have you known this?
I just need your
That they're going to
brain.
launch? I don't know,
I
like
created
6 weeks.
Rex. It's
And
my
you only
right,
decided to
my
tell me
duty to
now,
destroy it.
24 hours before? Well, yeah, you know, we just had other shit go on.
If you get a chance, try to escape. When the coast is clear, I'll contact you by codec.
How am I supposed to escape from an island?
Okay.
So what then?
I want you to hide somewhere and keep me informed. You know this place well, don't you?
Of course I do. And don't worry, I've got this.
Neat.
It's the same stealth technology as the Ninja. Foxhound was gonna use them, but with this I'll be fine. Bad leg and all.
So, what Otacon could have
But I
done
want
was
Meryl to watch after you
give
too.
Snake the stealth, because he's going to need a little bit more than Otacon. And Otacon just could have hidden in a, like, locked the doors and hidden in the,
That's a relief.
I want you to look after him.
in the cupboard
Where
again.
are you now?
Very close.
There she is! Over there!
Oh no! Damn, they've spotted me.
Meryl, what happened?
Meryl.
Something's wrong.
Did you hear something? Wasn't that some kind of music?
What did she look like?
She was wearing the same green uniform as the terrorists.
A disguise?
She had such a cute way of walking. She kind of wiggles her behind.
You were really looking.
Well, she's got a very cute behind.
Way of walking, huh?
If she's disguised as the enemy, you'll have to contact her when she's alone, huh? There's only one place where we can be sure she's by herself.
Where's that?
Don't be so dense.
What could have happened was
Here,
Snake could have
use this security
just
code.
murdered.
It's security level 4.
Snake could have just murdered Meryl. And,
Pain, are you?
Huh?
You feel okay?
sorry, murdered everyone but
What's
Meryl.
wrong? Getting
And
all
she'd be alone.
friendly all of a sudden.
No, nothing. I'm glad you're okay.
You're strange.
I'm a little nervous. Everyone else I've saved suddenly dies.
You're bad luck.
Forget it, Doctor.
Call me Otacon.
Otacon?
It stands for Otaku Convention. And otaku's a guy like me who likes Japanimation. Japan was the first country to successfully make bipedal robots. They're still the best in the field of robotics.
And Japanese cartoons played some part in that?
They did. I didn't get into science to make nuclear weapons, you know.
That's what all scientists
Who did?
say.
I became a scientist because I wanted to make robots like the ones in the Japanese
Make
anime.
robots.
Really, it's true.
Just sounds like a childish excuse to me.
Oh, fuck you, Snake. Man's saying why he got into an industry and you're mocking him for it.
We have to take responsibility. Science has always thrived on war. Greatest weapons of mass destruction were created by scientists who wanted to be famous. But that's all over now. I won't take part in murder anymore.
Whatever. All I want from you is information.
Sure. I know everything about this whole base. Ask me anything about Rex or about this place. Also, with this stealth camouflage, I can
That is
sneak
not
in
giving
and out
a
of the
snake.
armory and mess hall. If you need ammo or rations, just tell me and I'll bring them to you.
On that gimpy leg of his.
141.12. See you later.
He seems to run just fine now. The old Mark Hamill in The Simpsons. Hey, I thought you twisted your ankle. Well, see, the thing about that is, run. Okay, well, let's get a safe spot going here.
Snake, there's an old Chinese saying, a scholar
And then
who
we'll call it
cherishes
quits
the
for
love
the day.
of comfort
It's 2
is
o'clock.
not fit to be deemed a scholar. Einstein said it another way. He said that only a life lived for others is worth living.
Oh,
That's
that's a
why
good
I
point.
entered MIT instead of Princeton or Vassar like my friends.
Oh,
I wanted to
had
do
just
applied
enough about
physics,
you-
not just a theoretical
Had
stuff.
just enough
I
about,
wanted to make things for
had
people.
just about enough of your
The Zoltan
Vassabas,
radar
you
system
young
or
lady.
the Codex system. I just wanted to make something that would be useful for people. I think that it was the same for Dr. Emmerich too.
Now,
But
I'm actually
he was used
surprised
like a tool, used to make a
that
horrible killing
we don't have
machine.
like a Soliton
Maybe it
radar
would be better if
system
engineers
for
like us just stopped
cars.
making things. I don't know.
I have been up bush fairly often, and I'll come across, like I'll just be driving along, taking it slow, and all of a sudden a four-wheel drive will just come careening around the corner. Like you don't hear them because your car's driving over gravel and dirt and shit like that. You don't hear it, but then all of a sudden out of nowhere comes this huge ass four-wheel drive, and they kind of slam on the brakes and swerve to try and avoid hitting you. And if you weren't careful, one of the two of you could, or even both, could go in the ditch. So I'm surprised they haven't got some kind of, I don't know, proximity sensor saying, hey, there is a car. There's a car up in front. I up ahead of you. Yeah, so I don't know. Maybe people have tried for that. They just haven't had success with it. I don't know. Yeah, that's the other thing that's interesting. I don't think this has dual shock. Like, I don't think it's got a vibrate function in it. So, how am I supposed to show off the whole Psycho Mantis fight where he tells you to put the controller on the floor and he moves it around? Anyway. And that's it. She's got no more quote. Anyway, so we'll call it here for the night, for the day. It's today, Saturday. So tomorrow's stream is going to be 11 a.m. Yeah, go 11 a.m. We'll keep playing this game, see what mess we can get into next time. So thanks to everyone who stopped by, followed, subscribed, donated, bought merch, jumped in the Discord, chatted, put up with my bullshit for fucking what? It was like 3 hours, almost 3 hours. Yeah, 3 hours. Yeah. Thanks again, everyone, and I will see you guys